Albert Dominguez, Long Live Boxing, here with a reaction video, raw emotion about last night's fight featuring Canelo and Sergey Kovalev. But before I begin, you already know, like, share, leave a comment, but mainly subscribe. The first reaction I want to talk about doesn't even have to do with the fight. It's what happened prior to the main event. The fact that we were waiting for about 90 minutes before the national anthems even began. Now, DAZN came out and just flat out said that they were waiting for the UFC fight to finish, the Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal fight for the baddest mother effing belt, which is cool and all. And in the end, the fans do come winning, but boxing, more specifically Canelo, shouldn't have to take a backseat to anybody. Canelo is more popular than Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz, and anybody in that UFC card combined. The fact that he had to sit around and wait, no, it didn't go right. And this is probably more to the ineptness of Golden Boy. There's something called swing bouts. I'm sure they know what those are. Now, what a swing bout is in case something happens, like, oh, I don't know, say your co-main event finishes in one round, like Romero Duno and Ryan Garcia. We'll talk about that. You have swing bouts, filler bouts. If everything goes according to plan and the main event starts on time, your swing bouts happen after the main event. If they don't, you throw them out there before the main event. They're called swing bouts, filler bouts. I know this, and I'm not a promoter. Maybe that's why Canelo and Ryan are so pissed off at Oscar. Now on to the fights. I'm calling November 2nd, Canelo Kovalev fight card, co-main event, the Shut Your Haters Up night, because Ryan Garcia and Canelo shut their haters up for the time being. I mean, they're still going to talk, but Ryan Garcia, the way he obliterated Romero Duno in one round after he was catching so much heat for not wanting to fight in September, Ryan says, okay, let's go out there and fight. Took him out in one round. Ryan Garcia, that was impressive. Can't nobody say anything about Ryan Garcia tonight or today or for the next few months. He's shut his haters up for a good while. He blasted Romero Duno, and I'm gonna tell you who he reminds me of. He reminds me of a very younger Oscar De La Hoya. Very fast, very powerful. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. Canelo, good job, boy. Very masterful performance. Slowly but surely, he kept creeping in. He kept closing the distance. Kovalev, his game plan was to keep him at bay with the jab. Not a bad game plan because Kovalev has one of the most lethal jabs in the game. It's just it wasn't enough to keep Canelo, to keep him at distance. Canelo kept creeping in. He looked good at 175. He looked healthy. He looked full. It all started like in the 10th round. He started landing some good cleaner shots, and in the 11th, Canelo landed a right over Kovalev's left temple that staggered him a little bit, and Canelo did a perfect, beautiful, well-placed left hook to the back of the right side of Kovalev's head, staggered him. Canelo knew he was hurt, dropped him with the right. It was done. Canelo did great. That was incredible performance, moving up 2 weight divisions to fight the bigger, stronger, heavier guy. Canelo looked real comfortable in that weight class. Now, I will say this about Canelo, and I'm going to call you out on it. You are my boy. I'm a fan of you, but rehydration clauses, those are very weak, in my opinion. Kovalev couldn't rehydrate past 10 pounds on the next day. He couldn't weigh more than 185 pounds. That's, I mean, you can't say anything about it but call it a weak move. And that's the power of being the A side in boxing, which is a shame, because if you want to fight somebody, you know, fight them on even terms. And I'm gonna call you out on it. It is what it is. You know, rehydration clauses, catch weights. They've always been a part of. It seems like they've always been a part of Canelo's career, and that's probably the only thing anybody can say at this point. No, it wasn't a diet. It's stupid. It wasn't rigged. It wasn't planned. Kovalev was out there trying to win. He's just ran into the better fighter. What's next for Canelo? The Triple G fight, honestly, that does nothing for me. The first fight, you could have had it either way. The second fight, Canelo just punked him at his own game in the middle of the ring. There's some good lines at 160 pounds, but it seems like Canelo doesn't want to go down there anymore. He's already at 175. To go back down to 160, it can lead to a lot of negative things. You know, your fighters don't fight well. At 168, you have Callum Smith. Billy Joe Saunders can probably get there. If Triple G wants to meet at 168, then hey, by all means. At 175, there's a lot of dogs there. Beterbiev, Vosdig, Bivol. But there's a guy out there, son of God, Andre Ward. Shout out to him for autographing it. That would be a mega fight. Canelo versus Andre Ward, if they can meet somehow. I know Andre Ward would take it. Who wouldn't take the payday? That's the fight that intrigues me. Canelo versus Andre Ward. Oh my goodness, that would be awesome. Now, that's it. Stay tuned. Long Live Boxing has plenty of podcasts coming up. Check out the ones that we already have. Google Podcast, Stitcher Podcast, Apple Podcast. Download them and search Long Live Boxing. And there we go.